drop tibbers on 4 people and kill them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just finding the best uses of that and not just rolling randomly around the map to nowhere.
As fun as that sounds, though.
Yeah, it's still fun to do, but...
So do you have to be mounted to be able to use the ultimate?
Yeah, when you're mounted, you have, your 4 usual abilities. When you're dismounted, you can't use your E, the jousting dash, the double dash, so you lose some ability there, and you can't use your ultimate either.
And you still have the passive on his W, so
and
even
then
you have to manage that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is all about risk management for Kled. So a few people are asking about Kled in the top lane. Nick, tell us a little bit about your play experience with Kled. Where do you think he should go?
I think he should definitely go top lane. We've tried various amounts of jungle testing, ruins, and mastery setups, and all kinds of things, and different leashes and stuff like that. His jungle seems way too situational, way too like requiring certain circumstances to happen to make his jungle really that good.
Yeah.
So we've been finding him successful in top lane. I haven't tried as much of mid as I would like to, but anyway, we've been finding him successful in top lane. I think someone else had asked in here, and sorry I didn't get their name. How does Kled fare against the LCS meta top laners? I think against most of them, probably fairly skill matchup like Aurelia or something like that. Gnar.
Yeah.
I think actually he might be fairly good against Gnar. Certain range characters, I think he can exploit them really well with his E. But somebody like Aurelia and Jax or whatever, those people who could just have like in combat CC, like on demand, like Equilibrium Strike or Counter Strike, can really mess him up. So then it becomes a game of like being able to try to dodge those or like mitigate how much damage you take during the stun, and then being able to pull out, have your W up, and have your cube running on them, and then being able to trade back in that way.
So again, back down to that risk management thing. Best Vigar Florida says, what about Kled support? Have you tried that?
We haven't, but it always felt like it might be okay, but he doesn't have any like really hard CC.
Yeah.
And his only form of CC in the queue comes like 1.75 seconds later. Generally, it wasn't feeling like it would be very useful as a support.
All right, so you're going in Kled versus Kled right now. 2 minutes in. Again, this is the Kled PvE stream. Welcome everyone. I am Dom Romer. Can you turn off names in clients, Nick, whenever you get an opportunity?
Sure.
Once again, I'm Dom Romer. This is Ian Harrow, the lead game designer for Kled, and Nick Blue Smith, our primary playtester on Kled. And he is going to show us how to, as Jensen would say, body those fools.
Oh yeah.
As he's starting off in this lane. So walk us through a little bit of this laning phase that you're going through right now. You're already putting some pressure onto the other guy, and you started Bear Trap?
Yeah. So I want to start the queue for the early level, because it'll allow me to like also push the wave while harassing him, and then whoever gets level 2 first will generally just win, or I'll basically keep him off the wave, and I'm hoping he's gonna miss most of the CS. But if you ever actually did try to fight me and I hit level 2 first, the spike with W is really big. And so that was like the general strategy, and we'll see what happens later on in the game. I do open myself up as like a really easy like gank candidate, but I think that it'll be alright.
Alrighty. A couple of people are asking, is Kled Q a skill shot? Yes, it is.
Yeah, so to go into a little more detail about Bear Trap on the Rope, best ability name in the game. So it's a skill shot, it does pass through minions, but then it can miss, and then once it's been hit on someone, you have the kind of tether range you need to stay in, but unlike a lot of them, the tether range decreases over the duration of the ability. Oh, here we go.
Shotgun, got the ignite.
Oh,
Close.
Close, but sorry, I can see it.
Interesting. So he's got that white bar now on his health. That is the cap to his health pool without Scarl.
Right, that is his maximum health there. And then the other bar to be watching for is the yellow bar beneath that. That is his courage bar for Scarl coming back. So every time he gets a minion last hit, you'll see it tick up slightly. And if he manages to get hits in on the tower, it will go up faster. And if he gets hits on the champion, even faster still. And then once it's at maximum, getting there.
We're almost there.
One more.
Yeah!
Woo! And with his bag. We're good.
Suddenly back to nearly full health. Very cool. So the whole design around Skarl is around Kled and Skarl, I should say, is go in.
Yep, that's the idea. That's the idea. You got to take courageous plays, make courageous plays to get your ability back.
So speaking of courageous plays, what does cantankerous actually mean?
It's just kind of that like grumpy old man emotion, you know. Just like if you've listened to his VO, I think that is the definition of cantankerous, really, where you want to come and mess with his land and the things that he perceives that he owns. He's gonna get mad at you, and then in this case, stab you with a long axe.
Is that an actual axe or a halberd?
It's kind of a halberd sort of thing, I guess. Yeah.
A little bit of an in-between.
He can poke and stab.
Good chase.
See, he got the 4th hit in there, which did a pretty significant amount of damage. I'm not sure the other Kled did.
So a few people are telling us that, or actually Imp Lataran, I actually have no idea what that says. Is there any fear that some folks will lose Skarl and never be able to get him back?
So if you go back to base, you will get Skarl back. You'll essentially just reset, you know, like most characters do when they go back to base. That's your fallback plan is just, oh well, I've been shoved out of lane and I'm scared that because I don't have my mount, I'll just go home. So that's the worst possible scenario. But in general, I am very interested to see how people do play around this passive. Like, my worry is that later on in team fights, when there's a lot of people trying to kill Kled, it'll be really difficult to remount. Alright, he's just hanging on by a sliver of Kled's health here. Oh, he's got his ultimate now, though.
Level 6.
So there's a lot about the ultimate that doesn't incentivize short distance casts. The shield and the damage it does charge up as you're charging the distance. But at the same time, sometimes all you want to do is slam yourself right into the opposing Kled.
But the courageous plays,
Yep.
dive turrets and take kills. Akian asks, what if you have lifesteal and Skarl's at full HP, but Kled does not have full HP? Will Kled heal up?
Yeah, so if you've taken some damage on your regular... Oh, that was exciting.
Oh, he's gonna
You gonna get first blood?
Yeah.
No!
Blooded! Woo!
The crown of best Kled has been
Alright,
taken
he
by
beat
this
me in the
guy.
mirror.
By someone playing their first Kled game on PvE.
Yeah, hats off to that guy.
He's doing real good.
Zigzagoon?
Yep.
One of the best Pokemon.
Once again, can you just turn off nameplates real quick?
Oh, that's right.
Yep. We were talking about something before exciting first blood action happened. Actually,
Yes.
It wasn't first blood. There's been 5 other kills in this
Yeah, I
game,
know.
and we've just been off
It was
the
first
top
blood
lane
in the top lane.
island.
The only thing that that matters right now is Kled in the top lane, and Twitch Dad really enjoying that.
Yep. So health. Yep.
Yes, that's right.
If you've taken damage and your Kled's health is not full, but then you get your mount back, first of all, lifesteal will apply until Skarl health is filled, and then will kind of overheal you back to your Kled health as well. After Skarl health is filled.
Let's see. So it's all about managing that sort of risk management play style, knowing, hey, you can go in, you can fight, or maybe not.
Yep.
All we need is open country. But we
Let's
gotta
see.
take it
Are you able to get your mount back after hitting an inhibitor? So inhibitors sometimes have had weird interactions. For example, Twitch Ultimate for the longest time could not hit inhibitors.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
The intent, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this working recently, is that they count as towers. So yes, you will still get courage gain from hitting them.
All right. So the intent is that you can.
Yep.
A few people are asking, can you interrupt Kled's ultimate?
No.
Oh,
Really,
interesting.
pretty much no. So the specific rules are, while he is in the charge, he is immune to CC. He will not be stopped. Once he is locked onto someone that's flying at them, it follows very similar rules to Vi Ultimate, where CCs will not... Hold on, what's going on
I think
here?
he's just gonna kill it.
Looking for it.
I'm
Got
trying
the
to ult
ult.
to
Here we go,
see where
we
we're
go,
gonna
go,
go.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh no, you picked the wrong way!
Oh, picked the wrong way.
That is fast, though.
See if we can like pick her up anyway.
Greenland.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it. I'm just gonna dive. Let's
Ignite's
go.
back.
Let's go, boys.
Oh, they're going in.
Oh, baby,
Got
we
him.
got
He
it.
didn't need the ignite.
Yeah. And another person just asked,
didn't
does
try.
Skarl always run to the nearest bush?
If there is a bush within a reasonable distance, yes. Otherwise, we'll just run away and then mysteriously disappear. And then similarly, when Skarl comes back, Skarl will come back from the closest brush if there's one within a reasonable distance. Otherwise, we'll just kind of, like the rule of cool, reappear on the screen.
Kind of exciting. Is it always a flat time? For example, if you're far away from a bush.
Yeah, for sort of balance and learnability and feel purposes, it is always the same time for Scarl to come back. From the moment that you hit maximum courage, it does take 0.75 seconds before you are on your. Oh, yes, there you go. That's what you want.
Return. Oh, but that's a turret though. That's a turret.
He's good.
That was insane.
Scarl the hero.
That was more
And
than,
that threat.
that was much more than Thresh. I think that was all him.
Very stylish. Alright, so let's see if we can find back a few more of those questions. Does Kled know of Poppy? I guess that's more of a lore question.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. I mean, they kind of, from different parts of the world. Let's see if Kled survives this. Probably not.
Oh, you believe in miracles?
Whoa! Bard just thought that was done, and it was not done. Anyway, yeah. I'll have to ask for clarification on how Noxie and Yordles might interact with Demacia and Yordle.
He's got Kled. Oh, again! Wow. So that was the dream play.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Although I really think if Bard and Evelyn had just worked together like best friends, they might have had that one.
It's all about that teamwork and communication. League of Legends is a team game. Gotta play it together, unless your name is Kled.
I mean, it was basically a 2v2 because Kled had Scarl.
No, yeah. Do we consider that a technical 2v2? I guess. Alrighty, so Nick looks like you're going for Black Cleaver first. We talked a little bit about the build, but why don't you walk us through what has had the most success for you in that top-level play?
Sure. Black Cleaver has been generally the most successful. I think he likes all the stats. You want to stay on Scarl longer. You want the HP, CDR 80, of course. And as Ian said earlier, you could proc the passive quite fast. Ghostblade also works out really well too. But I think you just want the Black Cleaver for the ability to stay on for a not really long time. I'm probably gonna miss this Caitlyn. Am I gonna miss this Caitlyn? Oh!
Nope.
Oh!
So that was
Sorry.
called counterplay, sadly.
I missed
Although
her.
she is still in severe danger. Uh-oh. Got him.
Wow, that is a lot of help. You didn't even lose Scarl there.
Hold on. I'm gonna get dismounted. Let's get in there. Please help me! Oh, you stunned me! Oh, we got him.
So close.
That's when you type worth?
Oh man,
Yeah.
that was unfortunate. I think with Flash, I might have been able to kill him and get out if I never got stunned. Not to blame you, Lisa, and you did great.
Alrighty, so True Destruction asks, is there an audio cue whenever the enemy team uses Kled's ultimate?
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone will hear it. They're not separate sounds. There'll be some slight variation, but you'll just kind of have to be aware if there's a Kled v Kled blind pick matchup going on.
You're gonna hear horns everywhere.
Yep.
Oh boy. That was what we set out to accomplish. Yes, well said.
Yep. It's worth pointing out that the team as a whole is 17-4 right now. So.
Yeah, things are going pretty well. Despite giving up that first blood in the dive, I think that things are going pretty good for Nick's team. Cool, so tell us a little bit about what are some of the biggest changes over the course of Kled's development, getting from his journey to where he is now?
So we were talking about the skirmisher versus diver thing earlier in terms of the subclasses and how we talk about them internally in design here. We were focused very much on that kind of skirmisher playstyle and role in the team. But as we were kind of putting the characters together, we have all these sort of internal criteria for what's going to make a good champion for League of Legends, and it was even with the sort of passive and the way that Kled plays around that, we were feeling that he didn't really bring a unique team output to the game, right? Like, it's an interesting part of how he plays and so on, but the kit, as it stood back then, just didn't bring anything new, right? So we went back to the drawing board a little bit. His previous ultimate was a sort of shorter range charge, which locked down one person and then blasted everyone behind them a significant distance. And it was pretty cool, and it fit the sort of skirmisher who wants to just have one vulnerable target that they can then fight with the rest of their team. But especially coming on the heels of Poppy,
there we go.
as
I'm
we
way
watched Nick
beyond
just
that.
sailed.
Yeah.
It's worth noting you cannot cancel that ultimate, so once you've
Yeah.
made a bad decision, you're locked into that bad decision.
Oh man, you don't get the speed boost going the other way either.
That's right, it's a one-directional thing, but Mr. PvE McGrigdale was that is gonna make things better.
Didn't quite catch
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, so this old ultimate. So it was interesting, but especially with Poppy being released recently and having the massive displacement as the cool unique thing that she brings, it didn't feel new. So we were like, okay, what should we do here? And we started saying, well, what does a cavalry person really want to do? Yeah, he is slaying this kid now.
Yeah.
And
I
we
don't
were
even
like,
need the old Why am I even leveling it?
so yeah, so we're like, he wants to charge. He wants to be at the head of the charge, and he wants to roll in there with all of his team and hopefully murder everyone. So that's kind of how we came to the ultimate we have now. But then that kind of shifted the character away from that skirmisher, frontline fighter character and into more of the wants to hit people in the backline diver kind of character. Because if Kled gets a great flank that's exposed and unwarded, and gets to someone like this Caitlyn, they are super dead.
That is a lot of hooks, despite the getting crossed.
Oh, what a bard. I'm stunned. Oh, it's going so...
Oh, the crowd control.
It's going so wrong.
But
There
this
you go.
Thresh is a
Oh.
hero. I want this Thresh in
back
all
in
my
there.
games.
Yeah, I know.
This is not the Thresh I usually play.
Not like
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh. Jin's getting revenge. So right before that
Bard is
engage, I think you were
destroying
trying to show us something, Nick. You tried to joust over the wall and did not pass over the wall.
Yes, that is correct. You cannot joust over walls.
The second part of Joust, if you hit someone with the first half and then they go over a wall, you can follow them over a wall. But the first one, the like free targeted dash wherever you want, that one cannot go over walls.
Okay. And what is the reason for that? If you don't mind me asking.
Sure. So there was a previous version of this ability that was more like sort of fizz-y within the second dash, and for a number of reasons we moved away from that. But when we shifted to the free targeted dash, it introduced a lot of sort of counterplayability. You can theoretically dodge it coming in and so on, and then you don't get your second dash, and that was all great. But it did increase Kled's ability to escape, and that's really not what we want Kled to be about.
I'm boosted.
He's
I
just
was like hoping the
charging
bard
on
would
by.
run back over this way, but I'm about to just find
See,
somebody else here.
I'm kind of happy for this because the reveal went up today and all of Reddit is like looking at these videos of this ultimate and just saying, wow, that's so overpowered. But these ults we're seeing from Nick right now,
Yeah.
that's what we're going to be seeing released.
Don't be fooled.
He's showing us
It's
something
very
new.
good. I'm just ass.
Fair trap.
Look at how
Ooh.
amazing this guy is.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get stunned.
Oh no, Vegar's got you.
That was all Vagar.
Three.
This is the Vagar champion spotlight.
Yes.
Let's get it.
Oh boy, that is an optimistic blue buff. Oh, fair
Please
trap.
come back
Bear
here.
trap, bear trap, bear trap.
Please come back.
You get the fourth. You get the fourth hit.
Oh my goodness.
Did
That guy
it.
was not worth much money.
Whoa!
Boy.
Predicted it.
His game is accelerating very quickly. Alright, so you cannot stop ult, you cannot dash through walls unless you're following someone on the second half.
Right.
What happens if Kled dies mid-ult in that one by chat?
If he dies mid ult,
Yes, while he's chasing someone across.
well, that's it. The ult trail stops where where he was, and he does not get to charge as a zombie Kled onto the enemy.
Scarl, that would be amazing. Scarl just continued leaving the trail, just
But yeah, so can't be CC'd, but death is the greatest crowd control of all.
The secret, just kill them.
Yep, it always works.
Cool. Alrighty. So, tell us a little bit about the psychology of Kled. The whole. Whoa!
First of all,
I am so
I
screwed.
think this is the psychology of Kled right here. Is he gonna get the shotgun over the wall? Yes.
Oh, you tempered fate onto Vagar.
Oh!
You're actually
Please
really
get me
close.
back in there.
He's chasing. Okay.
Please, somebody get close.
So that.
That's the sad feeling as Kled is when your allies kill someone too
Oh,
fast for you to get
get
the courage
Oh!
up.
Oh! He can't move. Just flash onto him.
Oh, give me a minute, give me a minute.
Oh, Scarl.
Yeah! Oh, let's do it, boys.
So,
Oh no, it's the wrong. Oh, is it the wrong way? Oh, I'm boosted.
Got him, got him,
I'm
got him,
boosted
got him.
this time. Oh!
That's the other counterplay to Kled ult is try and hide in the brush and hope he doesn't path through it.
Oh yeah. So if someone is technically within the hit radius but out of vision, do you
yeah,
not hit them?
that's right. You do not hit them. Similarly, if you're trying to chase down like a Twitch and he goes stealth before you get into the aggro
Oh,
range,
that was all mine.
then you will not hit them.
That wasn't yours at all.
That was totally me.
Okay, so can Kled Yeah, we're seeing the jungle clear right now. Doesn't seem to be going great. Can Kled cast a trinket while he's ulting? I know you can trinket now while channeling. So if you're ulting and rushing to chase someone down and they duck into a brush, can you pop a trinket in?
I believe you can, but I've been seeing some bugs recently I've been trying to resolve about what you can and can't do during the ultimate. I fixed the thing just yesterday, in fact, where it kept trying to spam a summoner spell like Ignite on a target who is out of your range. Kled would just continuously try and go back to that target, and then continue on his ult path, and you would delay it by like 6 seconds or something. So, yeah, I think it would be cool if you could cast trinkets.
I'm just getting out of there, dude. Oh, no, I got you.
We're in there, and now we're getting out of there.
He just actually...
I don't want to take the last one.
Oh! Poor guy!
What
he did!
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Blue Smith.
Oh my god! What the hell is happening?
This is tragic.
And he's taunting my ass? Get the
3 levels ahead. Oh boy.
I think you want to take that, Nick. I think... No. Alright. Oh.
There he goes, there he goes. He got
Never
the
mind,
hit.
he's got him.
And joust number 1.
What the?
He wants it so
Oh,
bad.
give me.
Oh my god.
Let's get some of this too.
What a chase. Oh my goodness. You lost Scarl though.
Sorry.
And that's a turret.
No!
A little bit too deep.
He's got his death dance now, though. He'll never die.
Castellero Line asks, what happens if you have Zonu's Hourglass while ulting?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that one. We have not done a lot of AP Kled tests, given that he has literally no AP ratios whatsoever.
So that's like the least in slow motion kick and instantly ult while still in the animation block.
Yep.
Oh boy. I wonder if you can actually get away with something like that. Technically, it makes sense.
That's true. That's true.
But again, death is the best. Kill the enemy.
It's been going pretty well for this team. 39 to 10.
I know. Absolutely dominating.
Showing off the alt click on the ultimate, let everyone know it's 20 seconds before he does something suicidal.
Yes, it's very good to let your teammates know that you want to.
Under!
Oh, you saved him!
He used the ult to block the other Kled ult.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was close.
Raven.
Oh, it's up in 2, my man. Oh, that's us.
Ooh.
I'm gonna miss!
Oh, he came back!
That is Kled.
This is so typical.
Boosted animal.
Oh my
There it is.
god. We got Jin anyway. I bet my speed shell got him.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, you got him!
Oh, wow. Kill secured. Oh, boy. So Nick definitely has a 5-man pre-made badge, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm boosted. That is for sure.
Okay, so someone just brought up a good point, that sword buy. From a viewer standpoint, it looks like Kled's auto attacks are a lot faster than most other champions. I think that's because of his passive right now, right?
I think, yeah, the W at this stage of the game is up fairly frequently. So you can see him here. That's the massive attack speed boost going off. So he's much more threatening when that is up than when it is not. It also means he usually doesn't buy much attack speed. But earlier on in the game, W, Violent Tendencies, has a much longer cooldown, like almost 20 seconds. So he won't have it up nearly so frequently. He won't be able to do that quite so often.
Oh, we're just on each other like this. Oh, he got out of there.
Boosting makes me feel good.
Trying to play it safe. Health items don't work on Kled as they only raise Scarl's health. Will items that give you health per second still heal Kled if he doesn't have Scarl?
Yes, so regen and so on still does work on your alternate health.
Oh,
there was one extra person there.
Surprise!
No one cares.
That poor Evan was like, I just want to get back into base.
Oh, you got this, dude.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, Draven's really going for it. He stands behind
Does he
though.
want it? Let's go. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss.
Oh,
where am I?
not missing this one.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work.
I like watching the Thresh just preemptively
Oh
drop
my.
the lantern.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
know.
you're gonna need this.
Oh no.
Turned out no one needed it.
Yeah, way too far forward though. You put the lantern in front of the turret as Kled just soared on by. Does W apply on hit effects?
Yep. Each attack is a regular old attack. So yeah, if people are cowards and would like to build a more tanky Kled, Titanic Hydra, you know, that works out pretty well.
Good question for Brian Turkey. Says, does QSS remove the bear trap?
Yeah, it should do. It should do.
Okay. So it technically applies.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Kitya asks, answer me please. All right. Hi. Hello. I'm afraid I didn't see your question earlier. I apologize. If Kled loses Scarl when you have bear trap on an enemy champion, what happens?
Oh, Kled holds on.
Oh, good.
He's holding on to that bear trap on a rope, and he will continue trying to yank them back towards him, which isn't always the best thing to do if you get dismounted by some terrifying melee champion. If you just pull that Fed Nasus right on top of yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could see a little bit of an interesting play. 80 carries.
Yep. Oh, to go back to the QSS thing, I was remembering the recent changes, which makes it only clear crowd control and not other
you're right.
negative
yeah,
effects. So actually, it will not remove that because it's not yet a crowd control.
So I think we just saw a potentially high skill cap play, jousting and bear trapping at the same time.
Yeah.
Is there intention for that to be sort of like an animation cancel style thing, or are they supposed to be two separate things?
They're not currently locked out.
I am. Oh, okay.
Oh boy. And Scarl.
There he is. We're back.
Wow. To the chase.
Can I? Oh my gosh, she's insane.
Just run the ult, dude. You don't see.
Oh, and then we try to ult the Jhin. It's gonna miss. I already know.
600
there's a bard
health.
sneaking
Here
by
we
those.
go.
Let's go, boys!
Where are we going? No one knows.
Oh!
Oh man!
Oh my god! No, there's the Caitlyn!
Uh oh.
Somebody help!
Wow, you're
Oh, let's go, let's go.
There you go. There
No,
you go.
no.
Oh, that was surprisingly close. I just realized there's a Caitlyn and a Jhin on that team. Anyway, back to base. Spend
Awesome
our
game.
3,300 gold.
Yeah, so again, thank you everyone for joining. This is the Kled live stream on the PvE. I'm joined by Ian Harrow, the game designer for Kled, and Nick Wu Smith, lead playtester on Kled, the Cantankerous Cavalier. Nick, what is the coolest thing you have done on Kled since you've been playtesting? And this could be like abilities have been scrapped, this can be taunting the enemy after getting Scarl back.
Yeah, having a lot of those close calls, just like remounting in like the face of all adversity has been really cool. I think some of the old stuff that we were working with was kind of fun, but I don't know, it just didn't feel as cohesive before Kled's ult, kind of like way back when. Kled's ult would he would throw himself off the mount and kind of like, if you ever played Left 4 Dead 2, kind of like a jockey style thing, right? He'd be like on top of him and like...
ride another champion.
Yeah, and then,
yeah,
you would kind of ride on the champion, but you would then start controlling Scarl, and then you would tell it where, like, you would tell Scarl, like, Kled will eventually jump off after a certain amount of time, and then you'll jump back onto Scarl. But you started controlling Scarl after you've casted the ult, thrown yourself off the mountain already. So that was like kind of a fun iteration of the ability that we didn't use. Oh, and I got him. Okay, I'm stunned forever.
Yeah, so a few people are asking about his scrapped abilities. I think that counts as one of them.
Yes.
Yep.
He had I think you said earlier, he had a Mystic Shot style Q during testing.
Yeah, that was just kind of like testing the very earliest kind of iteration. It's like, okay, we know we want them to have some kind of ranged tool off the mount, the most basic one we can think of. Just give them a Mystic Shot, why not? That happens quite a lot when you're playtesting and you're really just testing one thing and you want to make sure you test it now without testing like the whole kit. Have some sorts of placeholder abilities. Yeah, I think Kindred famously was just Vayne, but in the jungle with Kindred passive for a long time in development. Broke the circle.
Oh, that can't be serious.
I think they are serious, and that is not a happy magical journey. Oh, you're gonna get him.
I don't think I will this time. I can't go over walls, dude.
I don't think we should release this Draven champion. It's pretty broken.
Yeah,
it looks nice.
A little imbalanced. Or that Vhagar character.
Yeah. And we got other replaced abilities. There were a series of sort of like Riven style just steroid ults, and then the end effect would be no matter what happened after you use this powerful steroid, you would get dismounted. So it's kind of like you're in overdrive, and then at the end of it, Scarl has just had enough and flees. And we tried a few of those, and there's some sort of fun like character personality based like wins there, but in the end, it just turned out that like no one wanted to be put into their sudden death mode, and they would be thinking about that even halfway through their this game.
Oh, please!
Never mind.
That is
Flash
a
rounds
flash.
up.
Get me out of here!
Oh, Scarl, you coward!
Oh, baby, let's get back in there.
Oh boy.
And we're back.
Scarl, oh man.
Missed the bear trap.
I missed the bear trap, but it's fine. He just don't tell me he saw that.
I'm really gonna do
Yeah, so the steroid ult which dismounted you, you're halfway through this buff and already thinking I better go somewhere safe so that I'll dismount somewhere safe and not just immediately
no.
blown up. Yeah!
Oh, he stopped me!
Oh!
Whoa!
You got body blocked.
Oh yeah, if you get dismounted while you're charging, you don't even need to get all the way
Oh my
killed.
God, oh my God, oh my
It's
God,
just
my
if you lose your
cooldown.
mount, then you will stop,
Please, my cooldown's
stop
almost
charging.
up.
And,
Oh, interesting.
Alright, now I'm ready to get my courage back.
Here you go,
Please
get that
help.
courage.
Let me attack something.
Courage
My
the
team's
cowardly
too
Scarl.
good.
Okay. Alrighty. Victory for game number 1.
Looked good.
For Nick Blue Smith.
Just drop the first blood, come back, no problem.
Check damage done. That's
Good.
important.
Oh yeah, we
It's
gotta
like,
see.
oh, that's
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
not too bad.
That is, oh wow, that's Kled. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and get another lobby set up real quick. Oh, this is interesting.